All right, good morning to you. Once again, it's good to see you this morning, but rather with not good news. And this follows wind of what we got. And this is as far as breaking news this morning that Uganda's opposition figure, and that is Kizza Besigye, is reported missing. And this is after allegedly being kidnapped right here in Nairobi, and his wife, Dr. Winnie Byanyima, posted on X, and this is, in regards to, the missing news of her husband. And I'm just going to quote what she said. And she says, "I request the government of Uganda to release my husband, Dr. Kizza Besigye, from where he is being held immediately." And he was kidnapped last Saturday while he was in Nairobi for Honorable Martha Karua's book launch. And I am now reliably informed that he is in a military jail in Kampala. We, his family, and his lawyers demand to see him. He is not a soldier. Why is he being held in a military jail? And that is what the wife posted. That is Winnie Byanyima on X. And now we are joined by Alan Chikwechi, who is a managing editor from The Monitor in Uganda, to just give us an update. And thank you very much, Alan, for joining us this morning on this very quick brief as far as the breaking news are concerned. First questions first. First of all, just tell us what exactly is going on and how did you get wind of the, missing story as far as the Uganda's opposition figure is concerned?
Thank you for hosting me, and greetings from Kampala. So how we got to know the story is we're quite curious because we are aware that Dr. Kizza Besigye was supposed to attend the Honorable Martha Karua's book launch in Nairobi. But when we looked at the social media feeds, we didn't see any evidence of him attending that event, nor did he tell us or rather post on his social media handles whether he was at the event or not. So we decided to ask around, did he make it to Nairobi or not? Then we were made to understand that he was actually in Nairobi and had checked into Waridi Paradise Suites in Hurlingham. So we were curious. We went and to find out if he was at the hotel, and they showed us that his items were still in the hotel and he had not checked out. He was supposed to travel to Kampala last evening. That was Tuesday evening. But he had not checked out of this hotel in Nairobi. So we worked the security network in Nairobi because as journalists, we have as many contacts as possible. So we asked the team there, we asked someone to make a follow-up. We got clues on where he could have gone, and even spoke to the taxi, the cab that he took to the apartment in Riverside. So we went to the apartment block, 108 Riverside complex, and we asked the guards there whether they had seen anyone who looks like Dr. Kizza Besigye, and even showed them a picture of how he looks like. They said, first of all, there are so many people who come into the apartment, so they're not sure if he was one of them. But we got also information of the exact room that he was to visit, the person that we've left unsafe, and the lights to that room were off. So we tried to call the opposition leader, and we were not able to contact him because his phone remained switched off until today. So we got in touch with his family members before we took the newspaper to press, who told us that they were unable to talk to their family member. But late into the night, long after we had gone to press, his wife updated us that she had got information that he was in the hands of military. As we speak, his close allies in his political organization have said that he is set to be charged in the military court-martial at 11 a.m. So we're on standby to see if that will be the case. So that is the match that we have as of now.
All right. And the biggest, what you said is, of course, you sent journalists to check his room, check the apartment where he was. Do you want to give us like time frame of this? Because like you're saying, he was expected to be at the book launch, but there's no evidence that he actually attended the book launch.
So We're just curious yesterday because from Monday, when we saw, because all of us are on social media, and many times there are clues that you get on social media that lead you to a big story. So when we looked at the images, because some of us were aware that he was supposed to attend the book launch. Personally, I saw Martha Karua's status, or rather posts on social media, and I didn't see Dr. Kizza Besigye there. Right. Raila himself was at the event, but I didn't see Kizza Besigye. Kizza Besigye is not someone who will get lost in a crowd. And at such an event, they should be able to be recognized, or even there should be a photo moment with some of the political elite in Kenya, but it wasn't the case. So we tried to do the rounds, ask his close allies whether he made to the event or not, and that is how we started to, that's how the big story started to unfold piece by piece.
All right.
So the attempts to find out from his apartment started as early as yesterday by us, and also to the hotel, because we wanted to find out if he had actually checked into the hotel, and we found out that he actually checked into the hotel, but he had not yet checked out. So that was a big smoking gun for us.
Okay. So do we also know whether there were other, events, or he had any other activity planned while he was in Nairobi, or just attending the book launch was his primary goal of being in the country?
We're not private to any other details, any other plans that we had in Nairobi. But maybe for context, there are 36 members of this Forum for Democratic Change Party who were arrested and repatriated and deported from Kisumu. I don't know if you followed that story. And they appeared in court on Monday.
Okay.
Yes, so they appeared in court, or rather they appeared, maybe for context, the Dr. Kizza Besigye and a faction that has broken away from the Forum for Democratic Change, a party he helped found way back in the early 2000s, are forming another party. So there was a press briefing on Monday morning where the party members arraigned some of the 36 members who were arrested in Kisumu sometime this year, and they were narrating the ordeal they went through in military detention. Those are some of, maybe if you want to cross-reference the events, but there is nothing to tie the arrest of the FPC members in Kisumu to Dr. Kizza Besigye's visit in Nairobi for the book launch. So that is just an event that I want to let you know that happened, that you might also be aware, but that we have information that Kizza Besigye was destined to do something else in Nairobi is not true.
Okay. And like you said, so he's expected to be charged at a military court at 11 a.m. Have you tried to speak to any of his team members or his family members just to get to understand, more on the same?
We spoke to the family members and his close associates in the political circles last evening to try to understand where he was. But in terms of his expected appearance in court today, we're not aware. We've not spoken to anyone. The Kampala Lord Mayor, Erias Lukwago, who is a close political ally to Dr. Kizza Besigye, has posted just a few minutes ago that the military intends to arraign Dr. Kizza Besigye in the military court martial in Makindye in Kampala. So that's the most that we got from them. We've not spoken to them until this point, but we're seeking to speak to them before midday, and also we'll be camped at the military court martial to see if he is actually produced there.
Have you gotten any answers as to why he's actually kept in a military jail, which I think earlier on when we started the conversation, you pointed out as that is a big concern. Why is he being held at a military jail, and also, so like you said, quote unquote, are expected to be charged at a military court. So have you gotten answers as to why that has happened? Because what we know now is the alleged kidnapping of Honorable Besigye.
I think that will form part of the basis for our journalism today, because as you've seen, his wife, Winnie Byanyima, posted asking why he was actually in military detention, yet he's not a soldier. So it will be curious for us to find out why a civilian is being taken to a military court. Maybe the government will have to do the explanation. We'll ask them as many questions as we can, but we cannot explain we cannot explain in exact terms why he's being taken to a military court.
Okay.
But also, we don't know exactly why he is being held in the first place. So until we establish why he's being held, we will know why they've taken him there. But in any case, he's a civilian because he retired from the army many years ago, and I don't think he should be taken to a military court.
All right. Any wind of the charges? I know it's too soon to ask, but maybe have you received any wind of what he's going to be charged with?
Not yet. Not yet.
All right.
To be honest, we haven't got.
Okay. All right. Alan, thank you very much for the very quick update, as far as the alleged kidnapping and, missing reports as far as the veteran opposition figure from Uganda, that is Kizza Besigye's missing. And like you said, he was last seen right here in Nairobi on Saturday. And what Alan says, he was supposed to attend Honorable Martha Karua's book launch, but according to their investigation, as far as the Monitor is concerned, he did not. They did not. There's no evidence to point out that he attended the book launch. And like we said, these are news just getting to us at the moment, and as NTV will continue to follow up on the same and giving you updates as and when we get them. But for now, Alan, allow us to say thank you, a very big thank you for joining us this morning, just to give us a quick update of what is happening and what the situation is in Uganda. And we hope that we'll touch base with you throughout the day just to see what is happening in Uganda as far as the reports of the veteran opposition figure who is gone missing but is being held at a military court in military jail rather in Uganda. So thank you very much, Alan, for your time this morning.
Welcome. See you later.
All right, see you later, and thank you very much as well for staying with us. We'll continuing to following up with this conversation, but just to quick read on what the wife of Ugandan opposition figure, that is Kizza Besigye, what she posted on X. She wrote and said that I am reliably informed that he is in a military jail in Kampala, and she says she, that is the family, together with the lawyers, are demanding to see him, and what she says is he is not a soldier. So we continue to follow up with this conversation, and we'll giving you updates as and when we receive them. But for now, allow us to say goodbye and enjoy the rest of your day.